We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his...
When the judge finally announced Lil Durk's release date, the rapper collapsed to the floor in disbelief. The reason? Police had just revealed a brand new evidence file ominously titled, "The End of Durk Banks." Inside, investigators suggested Durk might have even played a hidden role in the passing of King Von. To really understand Durk's release date, you first need to know what's inside this shocking new file, and it all begins with Vonnie's own father snitching on his son, dragging Durk's name into the mess.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him. Was it open? It was the exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? Yeah. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von.
According to the leaked documents, even DJ Academics was recorded asking Vonnie's father why Durk would want King Von gone. Police noted that at the exact time of Von's passing, both Von and Durk were fighting the same case. That case, however, ended in a mysterious private settlement. Investigators now suspect Durk might have cut a secret deal with the feds, shifting responsibility for the crime onto Von to save himself.
Why would Durk want Von?
Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table when I pass you up? Don't nobody want their chief spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting.
Dude was a slack. He was signing the boys. He was Von wasn't no slack.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that, which was.
I mean, come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He got a public defender."
Things got worse when a tweet went viral reading, "Von's dad leaking that Durk had Von dealt with makes me wonder why Durk always hops on IG Live right after someone connected to him passes." Fans pointed out that Durk did the same thing when Von, Lilib, and FBG Duck were killed, almost as if he was using live streams as real-time alibis. Meanwhile, Vonnie's father blasted his own son for cooperating with the feds, even claiming Vonnie orchestrated the hits on both Lil Pab and King Von.
He didn't respond back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He didn't respond to nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that with the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages? Like that's
yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
But that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to, and this, that, and and with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell that just like you orchestrated Lil Pab, you orchestrated this, and guess who you.
Coming from the streets himself, Vonnie's father made it clear, if someone snitches, then you can snitch on them too. That's when Chicago rapper Durk's own sister-in-law jumped in, publicly calling King Von's cousin Vania rat in the middle of Durk's murder-for-hire case. On top of that, court records suddenly updated, showing Durk was no longer listed in the Bureau of Prisons system, hinting at a release, likely under strict house arrest. But before that, leaked text messages exposed Vonnie trying to cut a plea deal. "I'm trying to plea out to a 32. Base for M for hire is 43, which is life. I'll get points off for a plea, for an early plea, and for no background. That puts me at 27 points, 5 to 7 years. Better than trial. Don't want to get an elbow. When he said, don't want to get got like them other boys, he was referring to Jam, but more on him later.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
Soon after, body cam footage of Durk's associate Ted surfaced. In the clip, Ted is seen crying with tears streaming down his face, begging officers not to throw him in jail. He even blurted out, "I'll tell you all about the passings," hoping to snitch his way into freedom.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I swear to God, I tell you about my son. I tell you about everything. I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Instead, officers placed him in a holding cell, where the footage showed Ted breaking down completely, sobbing and begging for a deal, desperate to expose the street members he knew were guilty.
Relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a buzz for Christmas. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get to.
Because Ted shares a family name with his older brother D, many people assumed D was the snitch when paperwork leaked. But in reality, it had been Ted all along. With both Ted and Vonnie cooperating, it seemed their families convinced them not to throw away their lives. But while snitching may have saved them, it only made things worse for Durk. Around the same time, reports surfaced of a violent altercation inside the jail involving Durk, leading Lil Baby to tweet, "I don't care about nothing else but Durk right now. Free the bro."
Like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f***ing shit like that. Cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened. Like
that same day, news broke that Durk's close day one homie Glee was killed in Chicago. The streets immediately speculated it was retaliation, as several F members were also being targeted.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever like that. It could have got handled in a legit way in the music.
What made things even more suspicious was that, on the very same day, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim both dropped interviews. Both men downplayed past beef and even praised Durk, saying they wished the situations had been handled differently. Some fans brushed it off as coincidence, but others felt it was carefully timed to protect themselves while the feds turned their attention toward Durk.
Left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son at least for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence and he's going to give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers. And we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
Meanwhile, court developments revealed that Durk's lawyers had filed their third bond motion, this time offering terms so solid that the judge could barely refuse. Even more shocking, prosecutors dropped pieces of evidence during the hearing. According to reports, the prosecutors told the judge they were willingly throwing away evidence but chose to read some of it aloud in court for everyone to hear.
Search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the...
That move raised eyebrows. Many legal experts labeled it corrupt, saying prosecutors shouldn't be theatrically reading discarded evidence during a bond hearing. Even controversial figure Charleston White reacted online, blasting the prosecution's tactics.
It's a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like...
At the center of this chaos was Jam, a longtime associate of Durk. Records show he handed over a staggering 230 gigabytes of digital evidence to the feds, including recordings, surveillance video, and over 20,000 pages of reports. According to court filings, Jam claimed Durk was behind multiple hits, including on Stefan Mack, the man responsible for killing Durk's brother D-Tang, and even Jam's own baby mother, who was killed after Durk allegedly discovered Jam was wearing a wire.
Check on your man, let him get his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I don't have a dare. Architect. Having a who? I'm having a dare. School's out stuff.
Durk, however, had suspected Jam's betrayal long before his arrest. In a past interview, he admitted Jam had been acting strangely, and that he had been playing 3D chess the whole time, anticipating Jam's cooperation with the feds.
From a mile away. I don't think people realize that.
I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your car.
Later, Durk explained that Jam's betrayal changed how he lived his life. He no longer trusted friends with personal information, didn't share his home location, and kept his circle tight. Fans noticed his sadness whenever Jam's name came up, clearly showing how deeply the betrayal hurt him.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids. Cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the you gotta watch.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play. I see from a mile away.
What made it sting even more was that Jam had once been gifted $50,000 by Durk during an IG Live session. Yet soon after, Jam turned around and cooperated with the feds, snitching not just on Durk but also on others who appeared in that very live stream.
Man, bro, steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Get him up, bro. Get him up so big mama get the trigger, bro.
You see that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money. Do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro.
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did now?
And the years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds dug into that IG Live, identifying several men in the background. Investigators connected them to jewelry shopping trips with King Von, and more disturbingly, to the group responsible for Lil PAB's death.
Military
They big
stone.
fan.
We just looked at him.
Yeah, man.
Let's go over there.
You got to be what up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man stepped in.
With Jam's testimony, prosecutors hit Durk with yet another murder case. They even pointed to an Instagram story Durk posted reading, for detaining, just 30 minutes after Stefan Mack was killed. The next day, Durk posted a video of himself laughing, which prosecutors twisted into evidence of guilt.
Right. Hey, somebody always said slap Khan. Somebody always said slap Khan. Look on that, yeah.
Despite all this, Durk's legal team stayed confident. DJ Academics asked whether Durk would take a plea deal, but Durk's camp doubled down. No, we're going all the way.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this. Seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it? Just entertain it? Because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case. And he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
Their strategy hinges on a powerful defense, the First Amendment. Durk's lawyers argue that everything he says in his music or online is protected free speech, not a literal confession.
First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about. And that doesn't mean just because
this strategy has gained traction. Some lawyers online have even compared Durk's situation to Young Thug's, predicting Durk could be released soon under the same legal logic.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we look at is Young Thug down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, and it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released.
The defense also argued prosecutors don't truly understand rap culture. They often confuse art with reality, a mistake that's been made in countless cases against rappers before.
And I'll go out on a limb and say that sometimes prosecutors don't necessarily understand hip hop culture. It's almost like a text without context. So you got to really understand the time, the place, the audience. Sometimes they might speak in ways that seem direct to somebody that's outside of the culture, but doesn't necessarily, but can mean several things to someone inside the culture. So it would certainly be a flub, big time, right? But it wouldn't be the first time that such a thing has happened where somebody looking through the window, particularly of hip hop culture, doesn't understand what's being said other than their desired use.
But the feds know one thing for sure. Hip hop is a web where everyone connects. That's why the timing looked suspicious when Brick Baby, another street figure, was arrested right before Durk's bond hearing. Reports said prosecutors delayed Durk's bond decision to see if Brick Baby would cooperate. Lawyers speculated the feds might pressure him into snitching, since years ago Brick Baby went viral for saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for Vaughn, 'cause they got Lil PB." That statement alone allegedly put Durk on the feds' radar.
Just said,
Oh,
5
something
Chicago
about,
gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pop was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted.
But was this an attempted hit or
Well, I
was
can't
it-
say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
God.
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't.
Making things worse, Brick Baby was later recorded saying he would have given up Quando Rondo's location to Durk if Durk had ever asked. Prosecutors quickly tied that to lyric evidence, claiming it showed conspiracy. For Durk, this meant yet another reason the feds could try to hold him behind bars, even as his release date loomed closer.